In this series of videos, I'm going to be showing how to use the Microprofiler in Roblox Studio. If you're not familiar with building or scripting in Roblox Studio, you might find it more helpful to watch a few other beginner videos before diving into this series. This is an advanced tool for developers to debug performance problems. If you've got frame rate drops, which players often call lag or frame lag, you may find this tool helpful. So, what is the Microprofiler? In Studio, you can press Control F6 or Command F6 if you're on a Mac to bring up this bar. This bar is a real-time display of CPU and GPU usage. If it stays consistently low, then we know that we're in good shape. So now that I've got this up, I can press Control P, or if you're on a Mac, that's Command P, to bring up this next view. Notice how the scrolling in this top bar has stopped. That's because we're looking at the data at the time which we paused. So then, what exactly do we have here? So this is a timeline view of what's going on in game. The white lines you see are the frames that are being rendered. If we're maintaining a smooth 60 frames per second, these should be spaced about 16 milliseconds apart, which they are. We are running base plate, so I would hope that we're running at 60 frames per second. So I can pan around by clicking and dragging, and I can zoom in and out using my mouse wheel. You might be wondering, what are these labels on the side? These labels going horizontally represent the individual threads going on in the Roblox engine. If you're not familiar with threads, just think of them as the separate bits of work that the Roblox engine needs to do. Anyway, I can zoom in on one of these bars within one of these threads. These are the actual tasks running in each of the game's threads. How long the bar is shows how long that task takes. You might be wondering what all these individual bars are. I'll cover that in a later video. One thing to note, however, see how everything here takes a lot less than the time in between frames. This is good. We want to keep this. So I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to press Control P to unpause the Microprofiler. And now, if I press Run, I see a brief spike in the bar. That's the game loading. This is to be expected. If I pause the Microprofiler and move over to the spike, I see a lot of stuff going on. We've got a bunch of space in between these frames back there. We've got some drop frames here. This all makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and unpause it. And now that we're in game, it goes back to normal. Anyway, that's the basics of the Microprofiler. Check out the next video for some real-world examples and solutions to performance problems.